Hello. I have been inspired to share a day in my life as somebody who works from home, who a few years ago was in a very, very low place. I had placed so much expectation on myself, and it drove me to um, burnout, anxiety, depression. It was bad. So here I am a few years later, really changing my mindset and approach to how I work and how I treat myself, and what I expect. If you work from home, there might be some expectation in your head that you need to be actively working at your computer for 8 hours a day. But that is, I don't think for most people that's not possible to do productively, and it's not good for your health. So I will leave this intro with a little quote. This is my commonplace book where I take notes on all things that interest me. It's from the book Slow Productivity by Cal Newport. And the quote is, "Slow productivity emphatically rejects the rewards of unwavering urgency. There will always be more work to do. You should give your efforts the breathing room and respect required to make them part of a well-lived life, not an obstacle to one." So that's how I work. It's not about unwavering urgency, and my work is supposed to be part of a well-lived life. So whatever that means or whatever that takes, I'm living a well-lived life. So thank you for joining me on my vlog today, and hope you enjoy. I was scrolling on my phone last night. Oh, didn't go to bed till super late, and if you can hear that, baby's crying on the monitor. I gotta get up. Just had a breakfast sandwich and put together baby's lunch for her to take to daycare. She's right here. Oh, you put that in my purse, thank you. Hi, so I just got to my gym and I'm going to be doing some meetings here. I have a lot of meetings on Tuesday mornings. My gym has a really nice kind of cafe. I'd call it a co-working area, basically. It's a rock climbing gym, by the way, so it's not, I don't know if this sounds really random that the gym has a co-working space, but it's kind of like, it's a huge space. It has lots of rock climbing, and then it has this cafe. It's really nice. I love it there. I have noticed that if I just work from home day after day after day, I just don't feel good. My mood gets down. I just feel very like isolated and just monotonous. So just Tuesdays at the gym are a great like way to mix it up. And then after all my meetings, I will just do a quick workout. I'm going to do a little bit of bouldering. In the past I might be like, no, I don't have time, I have to sit at home at work. But now I'm like, no, I have meetings, I'm going to do them here. And it's going to be both productive but also enjoyable for me and make me feel good, which is also important. Alright, it's 10:15. I finished 2 calls and I'm actually going to take a break before my 3rd call and do some climbing. Hi, I'm back home at my home office. I was gonna do all 3 of my meetings at the gym, but after the 2 meetings, I really needed a break. So I climbed literally for like 20 minutes and then quickly drove home and I need to join this last meeting, which I'm really not looking forward to. There's always going to be things you don't like doing. So I finished my meeting and it was fine. I just have anxiety around meetings. I think it kind of reminds me of my burnout phase where I was not saying no to anything. So I was ending up in a lot of projects and therefore a lot of meetings. There were days where I had so many meetings, I felt like I couldn't function. Alrighty, I'm gonna get some lunch and take a bit of a break and yeah, maybe show you some of that. Hey, it's me from the intro. I had lunch and then I was actually super sleepy, so I took a nap and a shower. So between all of that, it's actually been a couple hours since I was last working. And so now it's the afternoon and I'm gonna get back to it. And before I would have been so like ashamed that I took that break, but one, I was tired because I didn't get enough sleep and I have a 1-year-old, so that happens a lot. And two, I can only sit in front of my computer so many hours a day. I'm going to do, I think, a FocusMate session. I'm not at all sponsored by FocusMate. I think that's pretty obvious, but they're a website. I actually pay a subscription, so I pay a few dollars a month to do unlimited sessions because I found it to be so helpful to help me kind of get into the zone. But you select a time block and then you get partnered with someone, and you both log into a video chat and tell each other what you plan on working on for that session, and then you stay on video for that session while you work, and then at the end you sync back up and review how that session went for you. So it's just super helpful because you have someone accountable, and also you have like a finite block of time and you set kind of a goal for that block of time. I just finished my 50-minute FocusMate session. It went okay. I got some stuff done, not quite as much as I hoped. I honestly was not the most focused, maybe looked at some unrelated things online. So that's how it is. Some sessions are really great, some are not. I'm gonna do another session, but I want to take a quick walk around the block before that. I just sat for 50 minutes, so I really try to make an effort to get up and move and not just sit for hours on end. Alrighty, back from my little walk. I have 4,600 steps on my Fitbit. I would like to be past 5,000 by now, but it's actually okay because I'm going on a run later tonight. It is very unusual for me to do 2 workouts in one day. I already went climbing, although that was a pretty short one. But yeah, still unusual to also run, but I'm part of a running group that runs on Tuesday nights, and it's a very chill running group where you have people of all levels, including very slow people, which I appreciate, and they're just really nice. It's like a women of color running group, so it's just really cool to have that. So yeah, it's great to have groups like that. I recommend running groups. They're very motivational. Anyway, I am gonna go do another session. My Focus Mate session has started. I put on this lo-fi ambiance video. Sometimes these really help me get in the zone. So I'm going to get to work and see you in a little less than 50 minutes. All right, that 50-minute session was okay, but for now I gotta go. I've gotta fold up this jogging stroller we have, take it apart and collapse it and put it in our trunk. And I always get so intimidated by this. You have to like take apart different pieces, and I don't know why I find it so overwhelming. Then I have to drive over to daycare, pick up baby, and then I'm gonna, when I pick her up, she usually wants to nurse, so we usually sit outside and nurse, and then we'll drive straight to the park and go for the run. Okay, I've got this bad boy loaded up. It's a whole ordeal, and it's so hot outside. Oh gosh, it's an ordeal, but we're ready to go, so let's go. So we did our run, and it was a really nice, easy pace, and we actually did, what do you call it? I'm totally blanking on the word, but we did kind of like segments where you run and then walk. So it was, you know, I got my heart rate up and got a workout, but it was very gentle and doable. And I'm really learning to appreciate that. It's a great metaphor for work, where I don't always have to work at a crazy pace. I can work at a very gentle and doable pace, and that still counts, and it's still gonna be progress in the long term. I have baby here in the stroller. I'm actually meeting my husband. He's going to pick her up. Our stroller turns into a bike trailer, and he's gonna take her home on his bike while I meet the running group girls for some socialization afterwards. Hi, it's the next day, and I'm editing yesterday's vlog and realized I need some kind of outro. So after the run, which by the way, the run was beautiful. We were running by the lake and it was so pretty, and I really wanted to take footage, but I was like too shy to whip out my camera with all the other people around. But it was such a beautiful run. And then afterwards, my husband picked up the baby, and I went with the girls to get some, cat is back there. Yeah, we went to get some food and chatted, and it was really fun. I really appreciate doing something social like that on a Tuesday night, because it's really easy to just only do social things on weekends, and I really like and appreciate doing it any day and every day. So thank you so much for watching my vlog. I hope it was an example of what a work day can look like. Oh boy, baby, I think you can hear that. Okay, gotta go, but I hope it was an example of, you know, what productivity can look like. That was a productive day, and I wasn't handcuffed to my desk. I wasn't super stressed and anxious and urgent. I worked, but I also lived, and that is what I want for everybody in this world. So hopefully I'm creating the reality I want to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to know what you think. Bye.